Hello students, how are you? I'm sure you are all doing well. Now today I brought a very quality question for you to deal with, right? Now see the question, I have written the question on the board. So have your pen and paper. When I'm reading, you can note it down. Rahim travels 600 kilometers to his home, partly by train and partly by car. Means the total journey he won't cover with one vehicle. He'll go by train, he'll go by car. And these cases are mentioned. He takes 8 hours if he travels 120 kilometers by train and rest by car. Rest means total distance is how much? 600. So out of 600, if you remove 120, the balance 480 kilometers he will travel by car. So when he travels 120 kilometers by train and 480 kilometers by car, he takes 8 hours. That you keep in mind. He takes 20 minutes more if he travels 200 kilometers by train. Means instead of, if he travels 120 ke jagah pe, instead of that, if he travels 200 kilometers by train, he will take 20 minutes more. So 200 kilometers by train and the rest by car. Rest means again how much? 400 kilometers by car. He takes 20 minutes more. Please remember, that is in hours and this is in minutes. You have to convert hours into minutes into hours. So anyhow, while the duration of the problem, let me tell you. And what is the question asked? Find the speed of the train and speed of the car. So to begin with, let me assume, let the speed of the train be x kilometers per hour and the speed of the car be y kilometers per hour, right? I am assuming that. Now case 1, where he travels 120 kilometers by train, 400 kilometers by car. Now, if he is traveling 120 kilometers by train, he will take some time to travel by train, he will take some time to travel by car, but together the total time taken will be 8 hours, that is mentioned. So let me calculate. Time taken by the train, I am assuming as Tt. So time taken by train is equal to distance travelled by train by speed of the train. What is the distance travelled by the train? 120 kilometers. And what is the speed of the train you assumed? X kilometers per hour. So time taken by train is 120 by x. Similarly, time taken to travel by car, I am assuming as Tc. Again, time taken by car is distance travelled by the car, which is 480, by speed of the car, which is y, is 480 by y. Now total time taken is time taken by train plus time taken by car to travel the entire journey is 8 hours. Hence, I write an equation. Instead of Tt, I will write 120 by x plus 480 by y is equal to 8 hours. So here I got one equation consisting variables x and y. Now if I move to the second case where Rahim travels 200 kilometers by train and the balance, that is 400 kilometers by car, he is taking how much time? He is taking 20 minutes more. Means priorly he took 8 hours and now he is taking 20 minutes more. Means always you remember 20 minutes. See, 30 minutes is equal to what? Half an hour you say. How do you get that half an hour? 30 minutes is equal to 30 by 60 and that's how you get half an hour. Similarly, 20 minutes is equal to what? 20 by 60. 20 by 60 means what? 1/3. So 20 minutes is equal to 1/3 of an hour. That you remember and that will be used during the problem. Now, time taken to travel by train is again distance traveled by train, which is 200 upon x. Time taken to travel by car, which is Tc, which is 400 upon y. Y is the speed of the car. Now total time taken is 8 hours plus 20 minutes. Now plus 20 minutes to be converted and 20 minutes is equal to 20 by 60. So 20 by 60 is 1 by 3, which is a fraction. So now I convert this into a mixed fraction. 8 3 is a 24, 24 plus 1, 25 by 3. Hence total time taken by train and time taken by car is equal to 25 by 3. Now there you got two pair of equations. Now my job is to convert this pair of equations into pair of linear equations, because this is not in the form of linear equation. I have to convert it into the linear form. So what am I going to do? I am sure you have noted this down. I am wiping this off and then we will do and solve the problem when we convert into pair of linear equations. Right. Right. Let 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b. Therefore, equations become, how do they become? 120a plus 480b is equal to 8. 200a plus 400b is equal to 25 by 3. Now this 3, I will push it to the left hand side. You already have this equation. Now I simplify. 3 2s are 600a plus 3 4s are 1200b is equal to 25, right? And in case you want to further simplify, I can divide this entire equation by 25 and simplify. Shall we do that? We can simplify as well. If you divide by 25 this entire equation, this will be reduced into a more simple form. Anyhow, let us not do that and let us solve it. I will call this equation, I will call this equation 2. I will say solve 1 and 2. Now, which method of solving do you recommend? 120a plus 480b is equal to 8 followed by 600a plus 1200b is equal to 25. Now I will try to balance A. In order to balance A, I must get 600. With what will you multiply to 120 to get 600? 12 5s are 60. So I will have to multiply this with the entire equation with 5. Let us multiply it. So 120 into 5 is equal to 600a plus 5 into 480. 5 zeros are 0, 5 8s are 40, 0, 4 carry, 5 4s are 20 plus 4, 24, 2400b is equal to 5 8s are what? 40. And there you go, you got 600a plus 1200b is equal to 25. Now when two signs are same, I have to subtract. So 600a will get cancelled. 1200b minus 2400b minus 1200b will be 1200b, and then 40 minus 25 will be equal to 15. So b will be equal to 15 upon 1200. Now how do I do that? I will simplify. 15 ones are 15 and 15 8s are 120 followed by 0. So what is b is equal to 1 upon 80. Now once you get the value of b, you have to get the value of a. How do you get the value of a? You can use the method of substitution. I will substitute b is equal to 1 by 80 in equation, any of the equations you can substitute, and equation 1. In equation 1, what is equation 1? 120a plus 480b. What is b? 1 by 80 is equal to how much? 8. Now 81s are 86 are 120a is equal to 8. 6 will go that side, minus 6. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2 upon 120. 2 1s are 2 60s are. What is a is equal to? 1 by 60. But is that your answer? Absolutely not. Our given variable was in terms of x and y. Now I need to go back. But what but? A is equal to 1 by x. That is what you have assumed. A is equal to 1 by x implies, what is this? 1 by x is equal to 1 by 60 implies, what is x is equal to? 60. Similarly, b is equal to 1 by y. But what is b is equal to? 1 by y is equal to 1 by 80 implies, what is y is equal to? 80. Now you go back to the first step of the problem. In your first line, the first step, what did you assume? What is x? X is the speed of the train, and what is y? Y is the speed of the car. So there you go, you have to mention, therefore speed of a train is how much? 60 what? 60 years, 60 kilograms, 60 meters. What? Speed has to be having some units, and what is the units you have taken? Kilometers per hour. So as a mathematics student, make sure that you always write units. Is it not? Units are very, very important, because if I ask you what is your age, and if you just say, sir, I am 16, what shall I assume? Of course, there is a logic. I have to assume that it is 16 years only. But always make sure that if somebody is asking you, you have to mention that with units. Is it not? Alright. So now it is speed of a train is equal to 60 kilometers per hour, and speed of car is 80 kilometers per hour. There you go. Alright. Now I want you to pause this video, go back to the first step, copy the entire problem on your paper, and then try to do this problem without looking at the video. In case you have any problem, you can watch the full video, but you attempt the problem on your own without looking at the video. Alright, and just check whether you get the similar answer or not. So I want you to practice more and more questions, and these variables, if you have got any doubt, any questions you have got in doubt, you can post this to our WhatsApp group. Thank you. God bless you all. See you. Bye-bye.